Welcome to Antisocial Commentary. I'm Chris. I'm here with my illustrious producer. She's off camera. Can't see her because she's got a big important job and big business. And so we're gonna keep her off camera. I got Mia with me, my favorite person in the entire world. Want to say what's up, Mia?
What's up? Hey.
We quarantined. I hope y'all are keeping y'all social distancing. Staying in the goddamn house. It's not hard. Stay in the house. Don't leave unless you need to. I've broken that rule a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. We got food in the house, but we're going places we don't need to go. We eating out. It's not essential. Don't look at me with that face.
How many times have we eaten out?
A few how many weeks has it been?
This is my third week at home.
Okay, and we've eaten out a few times.
Yeah, like twice.
A few times. I've already thought of three in my head.
That didn't include that we were going to the grocery store when we went.
Well, the reason I'm saying about the eating out food, like if we're going to the grocery store, that's the essential place we need to go. Now, part of me is like we don't need to be eating out, but another part of me is like we should eat out because these people need jobs. Yeah, if they're not, if we're not buying anything, then these people aren't working, so it's unfortunate for them. So I guess eat out while we can, but that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is this whole thing it will go a lot quicker, a lot smoother. We'll have less time in the house if we just stay in the house now. That's the issue. So many people don't want to stay in the house, and they're just making it worse for the future. It's like if you're sick, how do you get fixed from being sick? You take your medicine, you eat your soup, you drink fluids. If you're sick and you continue trying to go to work and working out and eating horrible, your sickness is going to get worse. So it's just a simple concept. Stay in the house. Don't go hang out with your friends. I know it makes you feel, what's the word? Stir crazy, I guess.
Stir crazy, cabin fever,
all that. But it would have only been 2 weeks to stay in the house. 2 weeks. All you got to do is stay in the house for 2 weeks. And all these people that cannot stay in the house for 2 weeks, those are the people y'all don't ever commit crimes with. Because the people that can't stay in the house for 2 weeks, if they ever get arrested for anything, those are going to be the people that snitch. Because they can't even stay in the house for 2 weeks. I don't understand. If you have a house with a TV, Netflix, some of us like PlayStation, some of us like Xbox. You got all these things. Just keep your ass at home. Like why are you? I don't know. But to be honest with you, it's not all that bad. I'm also what you would consider an essential worker, so I get to.
I was about to say I don't know if you can speak to how bad it is because you're working, so you're actually getting to smell what outside smells like.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of outside. I'm not gonna say what my job is because I don't want to lose it, but I am an essential worker. I don't get paid like an essential worker though. I just know I'm waiting for all this to ease over. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna complain. I haven't been saying nothing to my bosses. I'm just doing what I got to do to work. But when this is all over with, I'll be like, hey, y'all remember when I was so essential to this company that we had to run business during a pandemic. Yeah, I'm gonna need a raise because y'all I was essential then. I'm not essential now, right? Like what's up with that? I feel like everybody that's considered an essential worker, minus the teachers. Everybody that's considered a non-essential worker that's chilling at home, not doing shit. We really need to start looking into what they do and how much they get paid because obviously they're not that important. They can't be that important if you can still do your day-to-day job at home. Again, not including teachers, not including pretty much teachers. I can't think of any other job where the people are at home and it's like, ooh, nah.
Are you talking about in regards to like their pay?
In regards to how important their job really is, do we really need you to be in?
I don't know, because some of the people that staying home right now are like secretaries. They low key like necessary.
Okay. Well, secretaries to who?
To whoever they're secretarian for.
Well, because if you're a secretary to somebody that's at home currently doing their job, that person that needed a secretary, his job or their job is probably not that important.
Or is it that they don't have as much business right now, so they don't need their secretary the way they would?
Well, I'm saying that person, if they're doing their job from home, whatever, let's say their job is big important business person, and
those are usually the people's secretaries.
Yeah, big important business person, and they're doing their big important business job from home. What is it that they're doing that's that important? It can't be the business can't be that important that you can still do it from home if you're like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's if the company that you work for is wasting money to have a building, as you know, businesses are always looking to do whatever they can to get, cut costs. And they deemed it necessary for this job to have a building and spend money on whether they're leasing the building or leasing the building, or they own the building, whatever they're doing for that building. If they deem that building important enough that you have to leave your house and go to it, and now you're not going to that building, at some point the business is going to be looking around like, is your job that important? Is it like?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's only so much that's being done at home, though. Like, it's obviously not working to its full capacity, I would think.
Yeah, I mean that goes without saying. Like, a lot of people, it's slowed down a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of stuff is slowed down. I mean, if you're lucky enough to be out on the roads, you can see there's less traffic, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, these are just minor complaints because all in all, it hasn't been that horrible. But I want to ask you, what do you think is the worst part about the quarantine? I don't want to keep complaining about what we think is bad, but what do you think is the worst part? I can tell you what mine is, if you need a time to think. I can tell you what mine is. And I think you know what I think is the worst part of being on quarantine, and that's not being able to go to the goddamn gym. Like, I love going to the gym. So not being able to go to the gym, I guess I can understand why people aren't able to go to the bar and go to the club. I guess I understand how they feel, but not going able to go to the gym because working out at home fucking sucks. I hate work. I'm at the point where I'm about to commit a crime just so I can have a place to go work out in jail.
Whoa.
Whoa. It's a win. It's a win-win for me though. Like, I commit a crime. Say I don't get caught. Whatever crime I committed, cool. But if I do get caught,
I think people are going to suggest that maybe you need to. This is. You're one of the people that's going stir crazy. You over here talking about committing a crime. I think.
Well, nothing crazy. Maybe just like petty theft. Just so I go to jail for a couple months.
To be quarantined.
Well, I mean, they have workout equipment there though. So.
They're still quarantining them right now in their cells.
Oh damn! Do they don't get to use their?
They're not, hitting the little TikToks right now. They just posted that they were putting them in their cells.
I'm about to say, what do you mean they not hitting the TikToks? I just seen them.
Baby, come get me. They're not doing
Somebody is anybody besides me and I guess you, or is anybody questioning how they're getting these whole not only the camera phone into jail, they're getting internet service, which they also have to have internet service for a little bit of time to realize that, oh, this is an internet trend. I keep seeing it over and over again. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Enough movies. You know what they're doing.
Boofing it?
We don't actually really
boofing
know
it?
doing, but they're doing something.
Well, I mean, I've seen jails with Xboxes and PlayStations in there before.
Oh, wow.
Like not instead of they had the rec room with the TV. Now they're putting stuff like that in there. But so yeah. Anyway, what's your worst part of the quarantine?
I don't know. Mine's gonna sound kind of like sappy, but I have been avoiding my grandparents because.
Yeah.
And I definitely am somebody who sees my grandparents weekly, so this is pretty much sucked because I don't know.
Yeah, because a sneeze, it's a wrap for them.
Yeah, you really just don't know. My grandparents are over 80,
yeah.
And who knows who has what these days. So,
yeah. One coughing.
Since all these people are coming out saying oh, I got tested that I have coronavirus, but I didn't have any symptoms.
Yeah, Okay, so I'm hearing people complaining, like regular people complaining, that they couldn't get a test because they didn't show any of the symptoms. Yet celebrities are coming right out and they're saying, "Oh, I didn't show no symptoms. I got tested because I was around somebody with coronavirus," and they're getting their test. Like, I don't get how this is like. I guess the money aspect. I guess if you have enough money, people will bend themselves backwards for you. But I don't understand. Like, on one hand, they're saying we don't have enough tests. On the other hand, God forbid Drake don't get his goddamn test. Like,
Oh Lord.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really see too much about them. Not saying they didn't have enough tests, but I did see like they were trying to suggest if like to stay home until you do show symptoms because they're going to have to just send you home anyways.
Yeah.
If you do test positive.
Yeah.
So I guess they're kind of just like, let's not waste a test. Like, make sure you have the symptoms first, so that we don't waste something. Look, I don't know.
Well, I mean, honestly, this would have all been avoided. I said this at the very beginning. You can back me up. You were there. Before this all hit the fan, like this was like February. I was like, well, simple fix. You know, just have everybody stay in the house for 2 weeks. That way, we can find out who has it, who doesn't, and we can move from there. But you know, apparently that idea was stupid.
Well,
Matter of fact,
even though that idea is in place, people are still like turning up and hanging out with their friends.
and that's the problem.
So,
Well, we need to be running. We need to run in moments like this. We need to run shit like how they doing in like India. Did you see what they're doing in India?
no.
They like if they see you on the street, they beating your ass.
Whoa. Okay.
Like no, I'm being like I'm. When
I'm believing that you're serious. We gotta come up with something else.
Mm-mm. Like if you on the street, say you're not going to work, you're just going somewhere, whatever, and you on the street just for no fucking reason, you have no proof, you need your ass whooped. Let's be real. Like I understand people are family oriented. I guess family oriented. I don't know. But I'm not dying to see my dad and my sister to that bad. Like I want to make sure they're good, but you know, like I don't. We have phones, we have FaceTime, we have Hangouts, we got Duo, we got Skype, we got Zoom. Not Zoom. What's this shit called?
Zoom?
No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. The one we had, Uvu. That's what I was thinking of. We got all this shit.
I don't even know if that's still out.
I remember when it was like Skype at first, and then everybody's like, "Nah, fuck Skype. We gotta go for the Uvu." You could put like 8 people on at once, so we all jumped to Uvu, and then that just fell off. And everybody went back to Skype. I don't know what happened.
Well, I think what happened is FaceTime came, and it was like, oh, I don't have to sit at my laptop and do this. Like I can just like direct.
I mean, but Skype's still here.
Skype. I mean, yeah, people still use Skype, but it's more of a business situation now, like Microsoft Teams. Zoom, a business thing now.
Yeah. Okay.
People aren't just like Skyping, like, let me just go home because that's the only way I can see people.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, on top of that, the only people I really see using Skype are like old people. So, and, you know, they probably don't know how to use FaceTime.
Facebook thing too.
Yeah.
And then you can do the same on Instagram and Snapchat as well. So there's options. Yeah, you can stay home. I mean, there's options. It's not the easiest task because you start to kind of lose it. But I personally am enjoying not having as much responsibility as
big time.
Normal.
Oh, big time.
I'm still working, so the responsibility is there, but it's nowhere near what it is on my normal day.
Yeah, big important business
my
person.
My mind is so clear, like, oh yeah, I like this.
Yeah. Well, see, the issue is we need to get back to work because a lot of people are going to start feeling complacent.
I was about to say, now 2 weeks from now, I'm not going to be singing the same tune about mind clarity and be like, okay, now I've reached the stir crazy cabin fever feeling.
I mean, at some point, people are going to be like, we need to get back to work because people are going to be like, hey, we were able to do our jobs from home. There's going to be people that own businesses like, hey, I was able to do a lot of my work without needing as many people as I thought I did. It's going to be rough. Like, when everything gets back to normal, like it's gonna be different. Let's put it that way. People still complaining about being around their damn kids. This is your kids. These are your children. How are you not able to realize that your kids suck? Like, like if you didn't know that your kids suck before this, you were just an awful parent. Like, either way, if your kids suck, you're an awful parent. If you didn't know your kids suck, you're an awful parent. Like, I don't. This is why we need to throw that whole notion that being a house mother and being a stay at home mom it's the hardest job in the world. We need to throw that shit away because it's very obvious that the moment you have to deal with your kids longer than what you're used to doing. What is it? The 4 hours that you see them after school. Yeah, no. And if anything, we just said teachers will have the hardest job because they have to deal with not only your badass kid, some 30, 40, 50 other goddamn kids, and that's just one class for some teachers. Some teachers got, what is it? How many students you think would be that a teacher will see during a day? 100 something, 150 something.
About 160.
About 160, and so they're dealing with 160 different kids.
Elementary is like anywhere from 60 to 30.
Okay.
30 to 60. Let me get my numbers together. 30 to 60.
Okay. Well, they're dealing with all those kids for an 8-hour day, whereas you see your kids the hour before they go to school, then.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's facts that kids spend more time at school than at home. I mean, but it's also
Not including weekends.
Right. Well, I mean, you can include weekends. Kids still spend more time at school than at home. If you add the time that they're at home from them like actually having interaction,
yeah,
they still spend more time at school.
I mean, let's put it this way: it's 40 hours at school, because 5 days a week, 8 hours. Let's say 40 hours, make it easy. Then during those 5 days of school, you would
8 hours is being like
generous because a lot of them be there before school and after school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're just saying baseline 8 hours, right? So they go home, and let's say they get home 3, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Okay, let's go 4.
4 o'clock. And they probably at home for 5 hours. I mean, probably awake for about 5 hours after that. Go to bed about 9 if you're raising your kid correctly. So that's 5 hours a day that you're really at home, and not 5 hours a day that you're awake at home, I should say. So that's 5 times 5 is 25. So 25 hours of the week you're at home versus 40 hours that you're at school. And again, this is if you're a good parent and you're putting your child to bed and they're getting them proper amount of sleep, but whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Teachers have it worse than house moms. The quarantine has not only disproven that being a house mom is the hardest job. It has shown us that how important teachers are. Stay-at-home mom, housewife, stay-at-home mom. Yes, I mean that's some bullshit that women make up. Like, oh yeah, we have the hardest job. Do you really though? Do you? Like, is it really that hard?
To raise a kid?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying being a stay-at-home mom. Is it really harder? Is that the hardest job? Is it?
That's what the argument is going to be. To raise a kid, they're going to say that it's hard because they're raising a kid. They're not just staying at home. But
I'm not saying raising a kid is easy, but is it harder than being a teacher? Is it harder than being a person that mines coal for 10 hours a day and it's dark as fuck and they do it for 30 years of their life? Is it really that? Is it harder than someone that's a prison warden that has to look over their shoulder every moment of their day? Is it harder? Is it harder than someone that is in the military? Is it harder? Look, come on now. Stay-at-home moms, I'm not saying your job is hard, but is it harder? That's all I'm saying. So, just wanted to make this is a brief episode of Antisocial Commentary. I feel like we should do this more. We should do this like every day. Like, why not? Or as many days as we can.
Just I'm supposed to say every day you can be at work.
Yeah, I mean,
just talking to myself behind the camera. Y'all can't see me, but hey, I'm here.
I mean, it's just we ain't doing shit. We not going out. We not eating out. We not dating nobody. We're not throwing no parties. We not hitting the bar. We're not shooting pool. Shout out to Jamal. Like, we're not doing any of that. We're not working out because working out. I mean, we're not going to the gym because
working out is definitely happening.
Yeah, well. So, you got anything you want to say before we dip on out?
No.
Follow me on. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah. This is the first time in a long time. I haven't did a podcast in a minute. It feels weird. So, yeah. That's Antisocial Commentary.